friends. I just had a scary close encounter with a mouse out at the kennel, and so I'm kind of revved up from that. If you want to hear that story, you'll have to join Marco Polo so I can send you the story with me like all wound up about it right when it happened. But anyways, I have hat hair from it, and that's also part of the story. Ooh. Anyway, today's is from my favorite little book, Four Agreements. One of my favorite books, but that's a great quickie book. Four fundamental things for you to work on in your life to have just a much easier life. But it's the fourth agreement, and it is always do your best. The fourth agreement by Don Miguel Ruiz. And I highly recommend that audiobook. It's Peter Coyote narrating it, and he does an excellent job. But we could all call ourselves on slacking a little, or trying to, just, oh, that's good enough, or just sort of spacing out when you're in like yoga practice. If you just sort of got your arm up versus really stretching like you're supposed to, or just fudging a little bit here and there to make ends meet. But when you notice that you're doing that and you hear yourself say or think, oh, that's good enough, stop right there. Turn around, go back and finish right. Crazy brother-in-law of mine that I just love him so much, that an ex-brother-in-law, because he says some really wise things, but he's been through the program, and he says, if it's worth doing, then it's worth doing right. And I love that, and I hear that in my mind a lot. I hear the things that people say to me, and it's like, you're right, you're right. So I just encourage you to do your best, because you always end up feeling better when you did. And then if there's ever a call on something that you did, somebody says, hey, you did something, and it's like, if you weren't doing your best, you knew, and you knew you should have, and something failed because of you, you would feel terrible. But if you knew you did your best, you could at least say that, hey, I did the best I could. So then you have a clear conscience all the time, because you've always done your very best. And for me, like when I'm painting, I can stay with one painting for a really long time and just not let it go, because it's driving me crazy that this one eye doesn't look right or something. And painting a dog portrait, so sometimes you'll be too critical and you'll never let it go because you're trying to do your best too much. There's also that balance point of where you need to know, hey, I'm doing the best I can. I could kill myself trying to do this more. If you're at that point in your life or in that moment, you should just stop, take a breath and listen. Maybe just walk away from it for a minute and come back. That's what really helps for me, is just to walk away from a painting for a little bit and then come back, and it's better. I can see exactly what I need to do. All right, friends, I hope you always do your best so that you always feel your best about everything you've done. Okay, I love you. Have an awesome day.